we have this negative I here, and I need to get rid of this negative. And by doing that, let me put a parentheses around it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by -1, because a negative I times -1 is just going to be I. And then I'm going to take this -1, of course. If I do what I on the right hand side, I got to also do over here on the left. So we don't want to forget that. Working with negatives can be tricky. Even if you've been working with negatives for a long time, it can still be tricky, so you got to be careful. So I can leave this negative out here in the front, or I can actually distribute the negative across inside up here in the top. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the negative out front and then just rewrite n minus AH minus NH. If this were a negative out in front, this negative end, I would have probably just took this negative and distributed it across, but I didn't. A plus N is equal to, let's erase that. Alright, so we finally got what I is equal to. Let's work on another one. Alright, what else do I have here up my sleeve? What about, whoops. I have to cut everything that's off the screen, then I forget to hit my brushes when I'm done there. Alright, let's do this. M is equal to B times F minus I plus O. That looks like a 0, but it's an O. Don't let it confuse you. F minus I. And in this particular case, we're going to be solving for, F. Solve for F. So just like in the previous one, we're going to distribute the B across and then the O across. So we end up with BF for best friend minus BI, and I don't know, you can figure out what BI is for short for. O times F minus O times I. Alright. You might have heard my dog in the background there. He's a good guard doggy. Solve for F. What are we doing? I forgot what I'm doing here. Okay. So I need to get this BI over here to the left side of the equal sign and this O times I over to the left hand side of the equal sign. And because we have a minus BI, I'm going to add a BI to this side, but we got to also add one to the other side over here. And we need to add an OI also. And once again, I've run out of room. Plus OI. Right? So this way, this BI will be gone, and so will that. So that's good. But what we do to the right hand side, we got to do to the left hand side. So we added a BI and an OI as such. So when we write this over on the right hand side, we got to make sure we also write it over on the left hand side also. So now we're left with just the BF and the OF. Okay, so we have BF plus OF, and I'm going to write it like this: M plus BI plus